I'm not looking for you.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
You might have Flap and the rich lady under your spell, but it's gonna take more than that to impress me.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the video, and today I'll be giving my review on the newly released Genshin Impact character Sangonomiya Kokomi. And we can already kind of see like the hype for this character is nowhere close to the hype that the Raiden Shogun has received. And I'm sure that a lot of players are like kind of poor after that banner, me included. But like, personally I'm a bit excited for this character, so yeah. Anyway, like last time, we'll be reviewing her based on her looks, lore, playstyle, and meta. And without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Before I start off, I just want to mention how her name, Kokomi, literally means heart of the ocean. Like if you read the kanji. And I can't really explain it, but like just the excitement I got when I found that out, you know. Because if you read the name in English, it's like Kokomi, and like, yeah, whatever. But then in kanji, it's like, oh, it's the Koko from Kokoro and Mi from Umi, and like mixed together it becomes Kokomi, and I don't know. That's just very creative for me. And it's just times like these that I'm just so grateful that I'm multilingual. But anyway, how does Kokomi look? Absolutely adorable, that's how. From everything that we can see her from, she just looks so cute every time. Like, just look at this. Like, look at her, just look at her thing. Precious. But anyway, let's just move on to her gacha art now. So here we have Kokomi's gacha art. Now of course it's not going to be as grand as like an Archon's gacha art, like Raiden Shogun's or Zhongli, but it's still pretty good. She has this ocean floor below her, it seems. Like she's literally under the water. Like there's water currents and fish surrounding her and stuff. And I also like that halo of water behind her. I believe it's like from when she uses her burst. Yeah, composition wise it is pretty well arranged, I feel. I like how this gacha art is like a whole environment that Kokomi is existing in. And it's like, it's not even like she's posing or anything, like this is just natural Kokomi. But anyway, let us talk about Kokomi's outfit, shall we? And like, what an outfit it is. Like, she's just absolutely gorgeous. Kokomi looks like a flower girl for a wedding, except it's Poseidon's wedding and like the entire ceremony is underwater and stuff. But jokes aside, I basically like every part of her outfit. Like her color scheme is a very gentle blend of ocean blue and light purple. And personally, I'm also a big fan of these sleeves, like these big frilly sleeves. I think they just look very elegant and certainly a very fitting outfit for the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Her hair is a pearl pink with light blue ends and in a very disciplined hairstyle. Oh, and don't even get me started with these gloves. Like, just look at her little hands, it's just so precious. Personally, I'm a big fan of silk gloves like these because it makes the fingers look like really delicate and it adds to the overall elegance as well, which I really like. And also there's like a bigger ribbon at the back and it really adds to the style, and it's also like a really good symbol of divinity. But last but not least, perhaps the best part of her outfit is these straps of fabric which are made to look like fins. And yeah, just really sexy of MiHoYo to do that. So yeah, for our adorable little fish priestess, her looks get a 10 out of 10. Now unfortunately, when it comes to lore, our aquatic maiden is a bit lacking in that department. Our first official introduction of her was in the 2.1 update special program, and later on in the story we only got to hear of her when like Kamisato Ayaka talked to us about like the resistance and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like being the general of like a resistance army, I don't really expect to hear her name from like people of Liyue or even like Mondstadt and stuff. I will say this one thing that I really like about the lore though, like just to get it out of the way. I like how she's introduced as this brilliant strategist for the inexperienced resistance army who's fighting against the way more disciplined and way more prepared Shogun's army, and like against all odds, through her calculative strategies and excellent guidance, she's able to secure victories for the resistance army. Apparently she has a 100% success rate with her strategies and divination, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about her lore, which is good. Her appearance in the 2.1 Archon quest is just comical. Like whatever role she was playing in that questline, it literally has nothing to do with the final outcome of the story. Like even Sayu, remember that little ninja? Yeah, even she had more purpose than Kokomi in the Archon quest. I don't know, I just feel like there could have been ways that MiHoYo could integrate Kokomi's character into the grand scheme of things, which is to uproot the Vision Hunt decree. Oh, I don't know, just the whole point that the resistant army is fighting for. Not to say that I hate Kokomi, I mean I love her, she's probably still a great strategist, but like for now she's just such an underutilized character, and I really hope that MiHoYo does more with her character. I think the next area is going to be more on Kokomi's story, so like a bit excited for that. But anyway, as it stands, her lore right now is just a 6 out of 10. And now we have come to my favorite part of the video, checking out Kokomi's playstyle. So here I have Kokomi's trial run, and very quickly we're just going to go through the stats. Max HP 30,000, attack 1,200, minus 74% crit rate, alright, 91% crit damage, jeez, I think her artifacts are kind of trash in this one, 70% healing bonus, and 83% hydro damage bonus, alright, pretty standard. Ooh, she looks gorgeous by the way. Weapon, the Everlasting Moon Glow. Yeah, very beautiful weapon. Very good stats for Kokomi, and for Kokomi only. Artifacts, Heart of Depth. Personally, I don't really like this set on Kokomi, but yeah, whatever. Consolation 0 for this run, and Talents 888. I guess before we start, I ought to explain what Kokomi's skill does. So first we have her Elemental skill, and Kurage's Oath. Summons a Bakie Kurage created from water that can heal her allies. Using this skill, will apply the wet status on Sangonomiya Kokomi. Dehydro damage, whatever. Kokomi needs timely refreshment in order to maintain optimal work efficiency. Absolutely adorable. So anyway, what this skill does is basically she puts a jellyfish out and it pulses, it deals hydro damage, and it heals. Pretty straightforward. Nereids Ascension. The might of Watatsumi descends, dealing hydro damage to surrounding opponents before robing Kokomi in a ceremonial garment made from the flowing waters of Sangonomiya. And I'm not gonna read all this, but anyway, basically what this ability, like what her elemental burst does, she gets a buff, and within that buff, her normal attacks and also her elemental skill gains bonus damage based on her max HP, and also she can walk on water. Who doesn't want that? But yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's just play her. Alright. Anyway, before we start, let's look at her little tail. Aww. Little fish princess. So over here we have Helichurls and just pretty standard. Oh, let's just check out her damage. So 1,300. And she doesn't crit, so that it's not gonna get any higher than this. But wait, what's this? I think her. Wait a minute. Oh! Her attacks are AoE, that's pretty nice. It's a pretty small AoE, but it's better than nothing. But anyway, 1,300 for normal attacks. Let us see a jellyfish.
Rest and rebuild.
1,800. Huh. That's not a lot of damage. Not gonna lie to y'all. Yeah. The damage is a bit low. But then again, I don't really expect Kokomi to deal damage because she's a healer. I mean, this damage is already pretty good for a healer, in my opinion. And oh, okay. Oh yeah, what I just did, I just used the burst, and yeah, you can see a substantial increase in damage. I was seeing like 6,000, 7,000 just now. We just wait for our ultimate to be off cooldown. Alright, so let's use it. Oh, so initial damage is like 4,000. That's still pretty low. Normal attacks 6,000. Alright, how about the jellyfish? 4,000. Yeah, to be fair, that's still not a lot of damage. But I think one thing to note about the jellyfish is that the jellyfish is deployed for quite long. Like, there's a lot of pulses in this jellyfish. I counted like maybe 5 to 6 pulses, and each pulse is gonna deal like 4,000 damage when you're in your ult state. That's like 20,000 damage. Still not great by all means, but hey, once again, for a healer, I mean, that's not damage to laugh at. Like, I think everybody is gonna compare her with like Barbara, but if you're gonna compare her to Barbara, then like, she's a pretty good upgrade. Like, Barbara deals no damage, and like, while Kokomi doesn't deal a lot of damage, it is damage. And although her burst doesn't deal as much damage as I thought she would deal, like, it's still damage. Plus it heals your entire team, so like, what more do you want? I mean, you can either choose healing or you choose damage. You can't have both. This is just not how the world works. But yeah, anyway, playstyle wise, she's pretty fun. She's pretty good to play. And lack of damage aside, I think I really like her playstyle. Like, it's pretty much like almost like a Xiangling mixed with a Barbara. Except like, she probably doesn't deal as much damage as Xiangling, but I still think she's pretty fun to play. So yeah, I think playstyle wise, it's a 8 out of 10. Once again, if you're looking for tips and tricks, guides and stuff, you can check out these channels below. They make amazing content. And I want to give a special shout out to Why Care Genshin, another young YouTube channel much like mine. And just looking at his content, you can really see that he puts a lot of effort into researching and testing out all these Genshin stuff. And if you really want to learn more about like Genshin mechanics and stuff, you gotta check out this channel, man. But yeah, anyway, link in the description, and let's move on to talking about meta. And by meta, I mean like, how good is Kokomi in my current teams, or like what opportunities she brings to the table. First of all, I'm happy to report that I got the Raiden Shogun, woohoo, and I even got her weapon as well. And since then, I have also attempted the new Spiral Abyss, and I still only got 6 stars. It's okay. Since my last video, I've changed up my Spiral Abyss teams a little bit. Since I got Raiden Shogun and Kujo Sara, I've made a team using them along with Kazuha and Jean. I actually discussed this a little bit in my last video about why I prefer Barbara over Jean because of the Electro Charge and the Electro Resonance, but in the end Jean just deals way more damage, and also Swirl does trigger the Electro Resonance, so like, that's nice. My Hu Tao team is also a bit different from last time. Like, without the buff to Swirl, my Sucrose just isn't so strong, so I swapped her with my Ganyu. Chi-Chi is still there, and Xiangling for the burst and the pyro application, and also the pyro resonance. But anyway, I think that Kokomi is going to be a great addition to my Spiral Abyss teams. Like, immediately I already see the potential for her to be in my Raiden Shogun team. Like, she can replace Barbara. I mean, like, Barbara is good, but like, she does no damage. And Kokomi is basically a Barbara that does damage, so like, it's just a great upgrade. But even in my Hu Tao team, well, like, I'm sorry, Chi-Chi, but you're just not that good of a character. Also, I feel like with her elemental skills, she can apply a lot of Hydro, and that's just really good for my Hu Tao, like melt damage and stuff. So yeah, she can combo with Hu Tao for the melt and the heals. She can also combo with Ganyu for the freeze. And to be honest, the only problem I have with her is that I can only put her in one of my teams. Anyway, I think she's a solid addition and like just an overall great improvement to my current Spiral Abyss teams. Also, I heard that the current ley line disorder is like cancer, so I think for meta is a good 10 out of 10. And now we have come to the final part of the video where we reveal her score. And yeah, once again, I'll be using this formula that I'll be showing at the bottom of the screen. Without further ado, her final score is 8.4 out of 10. It's not as high as the Raiden Shogun, but that is just to be expected. But like, honestly, overall, I think she's a pretty interesting character. Like, she looks really adorable. And her lore is a bit lacking, but like, there's still potential for her lore to blossom. Like, it depends on what MiHoYo decides to do with the character. But yeah, I myself, I have pretty high hopes for Kokomi in the future. And playstyle wise, I think she's pretty fun. Like personally, I'm a big fan of characters that you swap in, use abilities, and swap back out. And like, she's a healer, she deals some damage, but like, whatever. Plus, in terms of meta, I think she's fantastic for this month's Floor 11 Inspire Abyss. Also, she's like a great upgrade and just overall great addition to like my teams in general. So yeah, I think despite the lowest score, I'm still a pretty high score, and I'm definitely will be pulling for Kokomi. Whether I'll get her or not, I don't know, but like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, if you like what you see, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and tell me whether or not will you be pulling for Sangonomiya Kokomi. And yeah, that's about it. That's the end of the video.